Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would tell you a little story today. A story about one of my first and biggest fails in my career. So you all know me as a TV host, a presenter. I do live events both in Thailand and across the region. I am the host of one of the biggest TV shows in Asia at the moment. I've pretty much built my career on public speaking and being in front of people and being on stage. Well, what if I told you the first time I ever had to do a presentation on stage as an MC, I froze. Like I'm not talking about, forgetting a few words here and there or stumbling on my sentences. It was an epic fail. I was barely 17 at the time. I had just landed myself a huge campaign. I was the new face of a very famous iced coffee drink in Thailand. So I ended up having to do a presentation in front of, I'd say probably about maybe 100, 200 people. It was about 200 people. It was like a seminar room. And I had to basically go up there and give a huge presentation. I remembered I was with my mom and we would practice every single line. I memorized word for word. I had it down pat. I was like, okay, I got this. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna do it. So the time came where I had to go on stage. I was ready. I had my hair and makeup done. I was looking amazing. And I walked out and I said, สวัสดีค่ะ ขอต้อนรับทุกท่านเข้าสู่งาน blah 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 blah. First couple lines, I was like, all right, I got this. And then all of a sudden, I went blank. Like, total, complete nothing. I was staring out at the audience and all I could see were eyes staring back at me like, yeah. I probably was standing there in complete and total silence, just with my mouth open for probably almost a minute, which is an eternity. And all I could do after a minute was turn on my heels and run off stage. I mean, talk about the biggest fail ever. I mean, at least say something like, oh my God, I forgot. Say anything. Don't run off the stage crying. That's what I did. I ran like this. I was like, I got backstage and I just ran to my mom. I was like bawling. And the client backstage, the guy who I was supposed to introduce, was like, so he grabbed the mic from me and went back on stage to continue the presentation, which I was supposed to do. Oh my God. It was so bad. First of all, I was so embarrassed. Second of all, I felt so bad because I completely failed in my job. And I'm like, that's it. I'm never going to get hired again, ever. I mean, I'm just going to be a model with a pretty face that doesn't speak. I think that's it. That's what my role in life is going to be. Just don't speak, Cindy. Just look pretty. Yeah. So that was my first, and at the time, probably what I thought would be my last ever attempt to do anything on stage in a public speaking role. But then time passed. I don't remember exactly when the next opportunity came or challenge came that I then decided, you know what? I'm gonna give this another try and grab a mic and go back up on stage again. I don't remember, but I do remember that it wasn't like all of a sudden I got better. It took a lot more times. It took a lot more fumbles, but never as big a fail as my first one. And as time went by, each fail or mistake or fumble got less and less. I guess it was a combination of the mistakes getting less themselves and then the combination of me not caring so much about the mistakes, which I think in time, in everything, you start to learn to overcome mistakes. And I'm so thankful that I did get back on stage and I did grab that mic again and I pushed myself to get better, because I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't had taken that challenge and tried to prove to myself. And that's what it was. It was trying to prove to myself that, no, Cindy, you can do this. Yes, it is very scary. Yes, it's still quite scary for me sometimes to get on stage in front of tens of thousands of people, millions of people who are watching. But you know what? It's not, people aren't going to see the mistakes you make. They want to see you. They want to see your confidence, your authentic voice. And if you're willing to try and you're willing to pick yourself back up and keep going and really push through, you can succeed at anything. I mean, if you had come up to me when I was crying in my mother's arms backstage that day, that one day you're going to be a really successful TV host and a presenter, I'd be like, yeah, right. No way. I'm not doing this ever again. But I did. And here I am. And it just goes to show you that if you truly believe in yourself, you really have the passion, the drive, the determination, you can do it. If there's one tip I can give to everyone who is wanting to be a public speaker, or even just in your daily life, if you're a student and you want to give a presentation in front of the class, my tip is don't just memorize the words or the script, because something happens and it pulls you out of your concentration. If it's just the words in your head, you're going to forget and you're going to have a complete blank like I did. I had nothing to fall back on. Know what it is you're doing. Understand the purpose of you being there. If you're presenting in front of a class, know your material inside and out. Practice and understand the meaning, because once you forget the words, you can still kind of go, I know this. I'm going to be able to get through it and find my way back to the presentation. Same goes if you're doing an MC job. If you know the purpose of why you're there, if you know who the clients are, the theme of the event, you forget the script, it's okay. You can kind of pass time by saying things, and then when you click, it'll take you back into where your script is, because that's going to happen. At the last minute, the client will be like, oh, we're changing this up, and we're not going to do the presentation now. We're going to have flowers first, and then we're going to do photos. Oh, by the way, there's 50 more people that you need to introduce on stage. I think just being prepared, really knowing what it is that you're doing, will help you to deal with those unexpected circumstances. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, you know what it is you want to do, keep trying. Please don't let one failure stop you from following your dreams. Don't let the one time you have a mistake or forget the words or trip and fall be the last time you ever try anything. The only way you're going to get good and get really good at what you want to do is to fail and fail and fail again. And after every failure, you pick yourself back up and you go, okay, what did I learn from that? All right, next time I'll do it differently. And you just get better and better every single time. So on that note, I just wanted to wish all of you who are following your dreams, who are trying to do something that's difficult, but it's something that you really love, keep on trying. It may take months and years, but you know what? I truly believe that if you don't give up, you'll get there one day. Bye for now, guys.